Just to say something, this is a really interesting film, even though I do not know what it is, but it does have an Asian actor named Ki Luke. I therefore recommend it. I'm not. I think it was Chinese, if I remember reading that, and this is taking place around the 1940s. It's so weird. How do they? Is that how like people talk like that back then? At least for the men, it's so weird. Like in a unique way because they're talking like, oh, they're like basically watching a derby, so to speak, or just basically watching a boxing match. It's really interesting. And I had to eat some more crackers, and I just had to just basically, I guess I could be a little bit more mature. Watch porn does actually help. Gay porn, by the way, does actually help my stress. It actually kept me awake because my damn brain, my bipolar brain, does not want me to fall asleep, apparently, because it's really sensitive. I don't know why. I think it has to do with my time clock. I mean, like, my brain has a clock, like, depending on the day, I'll get tired or I won't get too tired. And basically my time right now is 7:46 in the morning. I just cannot sleep. But besides that, since I just want to eat some crackers, I wanted to share something, and I should clean up the sink because it's still a little bit wet. Being black, aka African American, I'm not full black myself, can be really complicated, and not to mention Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. I may as well just share about this. I need to go to GameStop later, because today's the last day, and they're shutting down for good. I already got plenty of footage, which is great. Sorry about that, I like to be off topic. Not to mention, I don't mind anyone downloading my videos if they want. Being black, okay, can be really complicated at times, depending on where you live, and depending on the stereotypes that you actually have faced, along with basically this peer pressure of people wanting to put down on someone that hates them for their skin color. So, let's just start this off. I was on Amigo just because Dion, you should not be using that site. It's not healthy for you. I know it's not. It makes me want to stay inside, which isn't healthy, but at the same time, it is because I don't want to go out and keep spending all my money that my mom has given me. The thing is, when I actually was this minute man that doesn't mind my little kink, right, so to speak. Literally, he didn't mind giving me his Instagram, and for him to say, "Oh, you're black, you're a freak," just fuck off with your darn kink, you weirdo. It really has hurt me a lot for him to say that. That's because I'm darker skinned, as though that's a problem. Not that dark, even though it doesn't matter, because that's fucking racist. And I dodged a darn coronavirus by the damn living flesh for saying, "Oh, you know what, you're black, I should be talking to you." Like, okay, I hope that you mature as a human being and that you won't actually be shallow of someone's skin pigment, you lousy demon. Honestly, it can be really hard just to actually, I haven't faced any racial discrimination. Well, okay, a couple of times I have, but not that bad. But doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, because a lot of people assume that if you're black, you're uneducated, or you basically are ghetto. Like, you talk like, you'll say the word nigga. I don't like that. I cannot believe I just said, not the ER word. I do not like that word. I do not like it. It's a slavery word, by the way. Basically saying what's up, or, yo, or something like that. Like, even I don't talk like that. It doesn't sound normal. And not in a bad way. It's just not the way I was raised. Thanks to my mom for that. Or basically being assumed that we smoke marijuana and getting high. I do not understand why. I don't even like drugs. Thank you very much. And I even got allergic reaction to the point I had to go to the hospital because of secondhand smoke of marijuana. And of course the nurses were this evil bastards who were mistreating me. So That's for people to actually have those stereotypes off the bat can really hurt a lot. It's like you basically assume that every Mexican cannot speak English. That's bullshit. My brother, he's half Mexican. He can't speak Spanish, but yet again, I can though. I would consider myself as part Mexican because he's my brother. You know, I'm not. We're siblings, okay? We share the same blood, pretty much. Alright, the DNA, so to speak. Or better yet, people assume that, oh, if you're Mexican, you basically have a sombrero or you sleep underneath a cactus. I can see why, after watching an episode of The Census, when it displayed that is racist. I apologize. I needed that. But, you know, this for people to have this reputation that we are less human beings. Even though this does not happen like this out here where I live. I'm from Arizona, by the way. We have a lot of blacks here. A lot are, I'm sure, Nigerians or Kenyans, maybe, which is awesome. Even Arabs, you know, I'll try to separate that because Arabs, well, they're their own group. And you talk about, like, blacks, slash African Americans. My brother just got back. And, or I think that's my mom, I think. I gotta ask her if she comes in. But for people to just assume that, you know, that's basically who we are as human beings, it just doesn't make sense of how people tend to acknowledge that, oh, this is how it's like being black. You basically are ghetto. You like to steal. Another one, you're athletic, even though it doesn't matter what race you are. I mean, I'm trying to understand why people tend to thinking, oh, if you're black, you have more muscle or more testosterone. Like, look at me, okay? I'm like, how am I gonna say this? A standard deviation. Like, you gotta look that up. I like to keep my height a secret. I'm not too far from someone that has dwarfism. I mean, I don't have it. I'm just really short and basically having a higher pitched voice, and people assume that, oh, like, you're not black. Like, okay, I am. Like, literally, I am black. Thank you very much. Oh. Oh, I just Tonyo. But Mom, I want to ask you, since you watch a lot of documentaries based off, you know, slavery, what do you think about that?
It's terrible.
Like, cause you watch it so much,
No, not really.
Yes, you do. I mean, you've seen the color purple, right?
Yeah, everybody's seen the color purple.
I haven't. But what is the color purple supposed to represent?
Yeah, get rid of dishes.
Yeah, I am. But what is it supposed to represent, though? Can you tell me?
Yeah, I just got to working all night.
Oh, boy, of course. Yeah, because my mom, she knows a lot about this, like, you know, history stuff.
Purple, you know, don't give up on your dreams.
Wait, say it again?
Don't give up on your dreams and stay strong. It's like Whoopi's character. She didn't let her abusive husband get her down.
Abusive husband?
Yeah, he beat her.
Are you serious?
Yeah, watch the movie.
Oh, boy. Because, wait a minute, isn't the color purple supposed to be based off of slavery?
Well, they add another thing.
Because Grandpa... Huh?
What did you spill on the top?
I think it's just... It's probably because of the shoes by accident in the past.
What?
The shoes?
Look at the shoe.
You know, because they must have left a mark in there by accident.
No, it looks like a seal.
Oh, boy, I don't remember. It's been so long ago.
I'll see if they can clean the carpet.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
Yeah, you gotta dust and stuff.
Oh, alright. So I just had to get this video done. But yeah, I'm getting so off topic right now. It's just, you know, from my experience, okay, it's kind of different because my mom is here, of how people tend to assume that, you know, like if you're black, you're less attractive. And your skin isn't as clean, which is so stupid. Like, I just took a shower yesterday for Buddha's sake, and for people to like assume that, well, I don't know. There's just so many stereotypes I cannot even think of, and you know, it is really disgusting how a lot of people tend to assume that, oh, this is what this person is, and I shouldn't be talking to them because they're way too different from me. And I think that's why I prefer to date someone, I mean, as a preference, that is a different race than me. I love all races, by the way. I've never been on a date, so I wouldn't know. But, you know, just because there's something wrong with dating someone that has a different skin pigment than you, because why should that be a bad thing, right? And it just really disgusts me of how I've been seeing on, like, movie media or even on TV. Well, not only for TV shows, mostly on old movies, about how blacks are seen as slaves and how they actually talk all dumb and just basically being pushed around. Like, if you see on TCM, right, Turner Classic Movies, basically there were a handful of movies I've been seeing from black actors that got mistreated and this getting maybe like a minute of a role, I think, and that's it. While there were like a handful of like Asian actors that are treated like the whites are, which is really interesting because whites are mistreated that way. You know, they're supposed to be so-called desexualized, which is bullshit because a lot of people tend to think if you're Asian that you're not sexual. Like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I don't like sex myself, and I'm, you know, black, right? So what's the problem? You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I got to my mom about this because she probably would know. Hey, Mom? Yeah. After watching a couple old movies, why? Because it kind of upsets me. Oh, you got me another 20?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tell me you're out of paper towels.
I didn't know we were.
You are.
I watched a couple old movies that kind of upset me because, you know how blacks were treated back then? Yeah. Like how they're supposed to sound dumb and I think being a slave. Why is it that we don't have to be the race that was treated, but after seeing like other races, like Asians for example, they were treated the same? I don't get it. Like like that channel that I'm watching right now. I remember watching a couple movies that there were black actors and they were not treated well. Yeah. Do you know why that is exactly?
People were cruel back then.
Did Grandpa face that?
Yeah.
So Grandpa faced racism. Yeah. He didn't. I don't remember him telling me that.
Just don't want to talk about it.
Oh. Because I got like a nasty comment online. Someone said they didn't want to talk to me that's because I'm black, I think.
Well, then go somewhere else.
I know. I don't know why you're thinking that's a bad thing. That's because of my skin color. I don't understand that.
People are ignorant, to be honest.
I know. I just sort of like. Does he know that's not gonna help them? Or
after slavery, they try to keep us. Well, even during slavery, they try to keep us from getting smart by refusing to let us, my ancestors, learn how to read and stuff.
Yeah.
They tried to keep us below them, but as you see, it didn't work. There are a lot of... Yeah, don't be crying.
I can't help it.
They just always try to keep us down, but it ain't working.
Is that why a lot of people tend to thinking that we're not educated?
Not all white people.
Oh no, like a lot, because people say that we're the ones that have lower IQ, or that.
That's not true.
But you see, you know, notice in the South, since we have a higher black population, we're not, you know, seen as good people down there.
That's the reason why I don't go down south, you know. That's why
Is that why you told me this whole time?
That's where that shit started. Because white people are too damn lazy to do their own work, so they grab people from Africa, mind their own business, to bring them here to the States to do their work for them. So they can save fucking ass money to get rich off of it. That's why. And they kept them from being educated, but not all were kept from being educated. They snuck and they learned how to read. So, no.
So how were they able to get an education by themselves?
Well, say like slave owners, like kids or wives or whoever that knew that it wasn't right.
Yeah.
They did that. So, you know, they tried to keep us from being educated so we wouldn't overrule them.
No.
They tell them, fuck you, I ain't doing your work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a big mess back then. That's why I don't go down south for that reason.
So what if it was like a friend?
I only been there one time. That's when I had a layover from Paris. That was the only time I been down south. That was it.
So if it's someone that we knew that was dying down there, would you still visit?
Because I don't have nobody there.
But what if we did?
Then we don't.
What if we did? Would you still visit?
No.
So what about us dating someone from the south?
Never, Dion. I never go there.
No.
That's where all that shit started.
So you talk about like basically throughout the Bible about you refuse to visit. Basically in the Bible Belt you will not go, right?
No, that's where that shit started. I ain't going down south for what?
I mean, like, what's to say for just visiting there?
No, never. Had no reason to.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. Is that why Grandpa said that we actually did have ancestors that were slaves?
Everyone has, Dion.
I mean, because he said that we're part French.
Because blacks weren't the only slaves, you know.
Yeah, I know. But that's what Grandpa said, that we have French ancestry.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you that?
I mean, I didn't think that we had as bad as the Jews. I mean, they had it bad.
Because of the
concentration camps and stuff?
Yeah.
They had it worse than we did.
Yeah.
So,
And yet Joshua was part Jewish himself, is he?
yeah, because his mama's got Jew on her.
I knew that this whole time. Wow.
And he's half African.
You mean because of his
His father's black.
Archie?
Yeah.
He's
He's from
Swaziland.
Africa.
Swaziland. Well, they
Yeah, I'm
changed.
tired of doing
I mean,
this.
he changed.
This is,
I know.
you gotta
I know.
outgrow this.
I know. I know.
This is ridiculous.
Well, how did you get a snack earlier?
You gotta learn how to cramp after
I know.
yourself. Well, you always say that. I know. You don't do it.
Well, I mean, I do the best as I can, you know.
No, you don't. You're lazy.
This is because of what I've been going
Your
through.
brother works every night.
I know.
Come on now.
It's stress, I suppose.
That's your excuse. Alright, stress. And cash this bag of pennies.
I'm not ready for it. I want to fill it up, like, at least halfway. Because you never know. If it gets to the point because of, like, an actual emergency, I really want to fill it up.
Alright. This has to be taken down and washed.
No!
I'll put something else up there and wash that.
Because I like how it covers up the kitchen because it hurts my eyes if I actually have this on.
Yeah, Tony, I'll put something else up so I'm watching.
Oh, man, I don't
Tell
want
them
to.
I'll pick up some more paper towels.
Okay.
To let me know that y'all are out.
Alright.
Alright.
I really like those chicken nuggets they gave me.
Yeah, they're fries.
Yeah. How much do you pay for them?
It's $7.
Are you...
No, I'm not joking.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Everything's going up now.
I have figured that much. Oh, boy. But yeah, so I like to be off topic. I just like to show personality in my videos, and yeah, I cry a little bit on that because...
Whenever you put crumbs on here, you take this rag that I leave on top of here.
Oh, that's what's supposed to be used for? Oh, okay.
And use
Alright. Well,
these crumbs.
does that even help?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Please.
Alright. Oh.
Tell your brother now, okay?
Alright. The reason why I didn't have to stream because of my depression is, I'm sure y'all actually know that. But yeah, I had to share that with my mom because I know that I don't only see her that much as it is. But after what she shared, though, it's really amazing of what we actually have went through. I mean, I want to say I'm proud to be black. Like, you're not proud of the skin you're born in. However, though, I'm guessing I would say I'm proud for speaking up for myself and that, you know, with all the struggles I had to go through when it comes to racism, then yeah, I guess I can be proud for the actions of being courageous for being black. Huh? Which blanket? No, oh!
Yeah.
But I have no blanket to use!
You got that black one and this one.
Oh, wait. Oh, alright. So you gonna bring it tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm supposed to drop by over Ruse tomorrow because he owes me money.
Damn it, I want to visit him.
You'll see him.
When?
I don't know, soon.
Soon as never. Sorry, Mom. I ate a lot of my bed. Getting off topic, but yeah. I just wanted us to share this because, you know, even though Black History Month has passed a long time ago, but it's just amazing considering like how big of an issue this is. So to this day, especially what happened, you know, to George Floyd, which should never be forgotten, especially with the darn court order by that damn asshole, whatever the hell his name is, that killed him. He deserved life in prison for that. Not because I'm black, because, well, what he did is a crime, and, you know, this basically let people assume this awful stereotypes, if you're black, then you're this way, or whatever, and, you know, this, I can't really explain it. So, you know, that's why I just want to share all of this. And, Mom, I want to ask, do you ever get any stereotypes for being black by anyone?
Not lately. Not lately.
But what were the stereotypes that you did have before? What were the stereotypes you did have before, though?
Yeah, I don't know. Just like a long time ago, some clients, they prefer white caregivers over black.
That's stupid. Why?
Because that's the way they were brought up. They old. That's how they
Wait,
were.
these are elderly?
That's how they were back in their day.
This is the elderly,
Not
right?
all of them. Just very few would be like that. I'm like, well, fuck you. Shit, ain't hurting my feelings.
That's still not right. That's not even appropriate.
Yeah, that's how they are.
And these are the elderly, right?
Yes, Deanna. You know, that was their time back then.
And
know,
this is when I was
where
like...
blacks were inferior. That's back in their time.
Wait, this is when I was born, right?
But this 1% is like that. That's all.
1%? That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a big world.
Yeah. And this
So I can
happened...
imagine how it is back south. But,
It's worse. You know how religious they are? Especially with that Ku Klux Klan?
I'm like, you know, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Wow. That doesn't make sense, though.
Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go take care of my dogs.
Alright. Hi, Mr. Dogs.
You'll see you on
I know.
sooner or later. I'm just
I know.
busy.
I know. One thing I don't like is how people assume that I do drugs just because I'm black. I don't get that. It's really makes me...
Stereotype Dion's how do you...
I know, but I just don't understand it. Like, it's really rude.
Everybody's like that, you know that.
It's like they're thinking that, oh, every single black person's from Jamaica and that they smoke marijuana. It's so dumb. You know, it doesn't make sense to me.
You got more white people on that shit.
Well, yet again, we're part white, though.
White people.
But we're part white as
No,
well.
we're not part white.
Yes,
we
we are.
White in us.
That still considers us being part white.
In the bloodline.
Because your other great-great-grandfather was full white, right?
Yeah, my great grandfather. Yeah.
If he was full white, then that means...
We got Caucasian in our bloodline.
That
along
still
with
counts.
Indian as well.
But, because if you talk about great-great, and he's full white, that would mean that we might be like 3% white.
Yeah, still, my parents are black, so I'm black.
Yeah.
I got white in my bloodline.
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense.
You know, so, but I just put other on applications because I'm more than just black.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know they even had...
Some have others, but if they don't, I just...
So wait a minute, that means I use other?
You can use other.
But what about
'Cause
mix?
you ain't from Africa.
But they also have the mix option.
Well, you're not exactly mixed though.
Yes, I am. We have like 5 nationalities.
Because you would be more Indian and black, because your father was a lot of Indian.
Native American? No, he wasn't.
Pure Indian, but
Wait, how much Native American my father
I
is?
don't know, but he has Indian in him.
He didn't say any. He didn't like mention it. Like he's not like a quarter Native or.
I don't know, man. I don't care.
I know, cause he
owes me $68,000
how much?
child support.
68,000.
Even though you're grown, I'm still getting my money.
I know. Well, how though? If you're not with my.
That's what they told me. I'm still getting money.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense at all.
Well, that's how it is. These fathers think they get away without paying child support, and mothers. But they changed the law where no matter how long it takes, you still get your money.
Yeah.
Even if I can be drawing Social Security and still get part of his Social Security. But I will get my money back. That's what they told me. Because he did not help me raise you.
Yeah.
Bastard.
I know.
Alright, I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, but I did found him on Facebook though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, hasn't been on there for like the past 4 years.
I'll talk to you later.
Alright.
But yeah, it's just, that's just how it is. I mean, even though we have other races in our bloodline, we're still considered as black people.
But again, we're light brown
We're
now.
still black.
Yeah, I guess that makes
I
sense.
mean, you can have a white mother and a black father, and you still be considered as a black person.
Really?
That's how it is.
I didn't know that's how it
You got a
works.
drop of color in you, then you're not. You're black.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be Indian black, Asian black, whatever. Half and half, but you're still considered as black.
Oh.
Which is fine with me. I'm black. Even though I got, other races in my bloodline, I'm still black. So.
But what about the Asian part though? This, like, grandma's mother. You know how Asian she looks?
Yeah, I know.
Is she supposed to be half Chinese?
No, she just has it in her.
Oh.
Yeah, but I got
Okay.
And she has like your niece. I mean, not
No, Melissa.
your cousin.
Melissa.
Her eyes are like grandma's.
Bro, her eyes are so slanted more than mine.
My eyes used to be slanted, but I'm older now. They're not as slanted as they used to be.
So
I had slanted eyes.
So that'd be the same thing for me, right?
No, your eyes are like your father's.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta go.
All right.
I'll see you later.
I love you.
Love you too.
And thank you for the 20. So I just like to talk to my mom. Honestly, a lot of moms, I'm sure, it's not like my mom for sure, but yeah, that's basically what my mom told me, and I just want to share this. I know I'm not getting straight to the point because what the hell is the point? Either way, it's getting straight to the point. I just like to just share some background personality, not just get straight to the point. It's boring. Okay, not boring. It's not for me. And I think that's why I do feel a bit bad being black sometimes. And honestly, for people that mistreat me, that is their issue. Like my mom said, because honestly, I mean, I have said some racist stuff. My mom has as well. But honestly, this for the point that you don't want to be around with someone just because they're that certain skin color, it just doesn't make sense to me at all. Especially since, a lot of people assume that, if you're black, you cannot speak this language, give or take. Like, okay, I can speak a little bit of Mandarin. I can speak a little bit of I can speak German and French. Kind of, not that fluent, but I can understand both languages. And basically Portuguese, and even Italiano, a little bit. And, of course, a little bit of, there was the other one, Hawaiian. So, yeah, I speak a buttload of languages. Yeah, they may not be, fluent, but at least I can, read them a little bit and actually write. I'm not sure which one's more important, writing or reading. I think reading's more important. And definitely speaking. That's the most important thing. But, yeah, I just want to share that because I could not sleep because of my damn insomnia. I might re-upload a bunch of time, but I don't know. I might just do something else. I don't know. I just want to share this because this has been on my mind for quite a while. Considering that I do have it, some flaws about being black, of course. and just trying to just like tell myself that, Dion, just because you're black does not mean that you're less of a human being or inferior, no, superior, excuse me, of anyone else on this darn earth because I'm just black. I can't explain it, you know, like my mom said. But yeah, other than that, this is like a little something I want to share.